Okay, is my mic working? Hey guys, this is Tiger. Coming back to you with Marvel Rivals. Okay, there appears to have just been a minor delay. And guys, quickly going to say now, I don't know whether I actually did in the Craft Mode video apologise. I know I did in recording, but I can't remember that recording, whether that part of the recording got cut out, because, guys, the Marvel... Oh, I heard about this. Guys, is that a Jeff Quad? That is a Jeff Quad. Guys, the Craft Mode episode was recorded during the England vs Argentina game. And... I don't think I have... Yeah, no. And quickly take a quick look at the... You got Hawkeye stuff, and Dead Man Hand, Gambit. I mean, it looks cool. I did see this Hawkeye skin, and it does look kind of cool. I'll quickly listen and finish what I was saying. I don't hate it. It's weird. And there is a new Invisible Woman skin, which I've known about for the last few days. I'm not surprised when it comes to Invisible Woman. There are a few characters in this game that I'm really not surprised. Why do I feel like that's balloons? Actually no, I think the Invisible Woman skin's actually in an event, yeah. They're not the worst skins in the world, but like I said, guys, yeah. The map, see, the magnet, I thought it was not strange because it kind of looked like him, but it's not the worst. The worst gives me the Invisible Woman's that stand out. But anyway, guys, the recording for Craft Mode was done basically during the England Argentina game. I think it was between like 9 and half 9 when I started recording that. There wasn't much time left of the game, and I was thinking at the time, it's like, because I was going to do something slightly different. There's a bunch of farms I do want to get done, which I probably will do for next week's episode, and it's like, what can I do for today's episode? But I still want to kind of watch the football, which I'll get to into a second, because I am pissed about the game for reasons of justifiable. Also, guys, I recorded for about an hour and a half for Craft Mode. There was a good bit taken out, and a good bit of that was me basically being... I referred to it as salty, now I refer to it as me being justified. Because, again, I wanted to watch the game, and England scored, and they had control of the field until the 85th minute, when Argentina scored. And at the time, after the game, I'm like, okay, I'm just being slightly salty, I'm just pissed that Argentina scored 2 goals. Now, first of all, the first goal shouldn't have counted, because I didn't see the first half of the match, but the person who scored the first half of the goal should have been kicked off the pitch, because should have got a red card for the fact of the shit he was pulling in the first half. Second goal shouldn't have counted for the simple reason of the player shouldn't have been on the pitch in the first place. He already had a yellow card, and I think it was in the Egypt game, because I think that was the last game they played. Because again, not being keeping up to date with the Argentina, like what games they've been playing. Barely been keeping up to date with the games England have been playing. I slightly slacked when it comes to the World Cup, and it's more like I've cared more near the end, because like when it's the top 16, it's like, okay, who are England playing, and do they win or not? Because at that point, I'm like, okay, now it completely does full matter, and now I've got reason to like care, because at this point, they've done really well. If they carry on going, I'm going to be even more happier. And I'll say now, England played great. The bringing on a load of defenders near the end wasn't great. And if it is true what I did hear, and I've only heard it once. Granted, I've been hearing a lot of things off TikTok, but apparently the manager of the England team was paid off to sabotage the game. I don't know how true it is. I'm only mentioning what I've heard. But getting back to the second goal, the player should have got a yellow card in this last game for climbing over the fence and actually like going up near the fans all that lot. Which meant that goal wouldn't have counted because he wouldn't have been on the pitch. Yes, there's a potential chance that someone else might have scored. Who knows? And now, getting to the other points, because there's going to be a few. First of all, FIFA. Why the fuck are you favouring Argentina, you absolute corrupt scumbags? And this is some of the shit that I did collect, guys, because I honestly did start going on a rant, which again, I apologise for. Anyone who has been saying that FIFA have been bribed, blackmailed, or willingly just favouring Argentina, more than like they're 100% right, in some form or fashion. Argentina apparently had a lot of easy games. I don't know the 4 teams they've played, but from the looks of it, a few of them, they have been slightly easier games than the rest of the world. To a point where where the fact of that the England game was like one of the more challenging games they faced. The Argentina game was one of the challenging games we faced. Norway and Mexico were also other challenging games. The France game coming up tomorrow is also a challenging game for 3rd place, which I don't completely know why. No one's going to really care. But I think it's just happening due to the simple reason of, for most people, the England-France game is going to be the actual finale, the actual final. I don't know I don't know if Spain have done anything, and I do want them to beat Argentina. I don't think they have. I do just think it's down to the Argentina's cheap tactics and dirty tricks they've played throughout the scale game. Now, I didn't know the shit they pulled in the Egypt game, but the shit they did pull in the England game. First of all, Messi grabbing his arm around someone's throat. Last time I checked, you do that in front of, like, you do that is a crime. That could be classified as attempted murder. So, illegal thing number 1. Putting your boots in the back of people, trying to deliberately push them over, trying to trip them up, everything along the lines of fouls. Half the Argentine team in the England game alone should have been on yellow cards, if not kicked off the pitch. Messi shouldn't have been in the game. Like, Messi shouldn't have been given a permanent red card. And the reason why Argentina are winning, and the reason why I do personally believe it, is because at this point I've seen way too many skits of Messi looking like a tiny child going up to the FIFA president being like, "Please let me win, Daddy." And it's like, you're seriously, you're like, they're not even covering it up at this point. FIFA are treating Messi like a little princess. And the third and final point of this, maybe fourth, I've lost track at this point. Both teams, I know for a fact, were told, you cannot turn this game political. And the reason they were told that is because, guys, the Falkland Islands are owned by Britain. I don't know whether it's directly by England or whether it's just by Britain. I'm pretty sure it's just Britain as a whole. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just British territory. Before I go over the Falkland Islands and the shit that Argentina did pull at the end of the game, that FIFA at the minute has so far said, we're not doing nothing about it, that the UK government had to turn around and say, we want you to actually look into this, because I'm sorry, you can't get away with that shit. And if it had been any other team, they would have been disqualified. They would have been kicked out of the World Cup. I say hopefully. They should. Argentina should be kicked out. And England should be told, we're going to push back the semi-finals by a week. Give you some time to train up. You are going to be facing Spain in the finals. That's what should happen. The fair option would be to give it to whoever wins the England-France game. France have lost to Spain once. And either way, I don't think it's going to be a situation where the score is going to be fair. Because either France then come back and win, but they lost to them, which meant they lost them in the first place, so it's not fair on Spain. And then if Spain win, it's not fair on Spain to then replay a team that they've already beaten once, so they could beat twice. Also, apparently this corruption goes back to the last World Cup, which I didn't pay much attention to at the time. Again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, no one's Argentina to be back-to-back winners. And a nice little message going out to the Spain team. Please, oh God, please, oh golly so, send Argentina to hell. Kick their fucking asses so far down the street that Messi is literally crying. I'm being spiteful and being horrible, guys, but at this point, why host a World Cup? I'm going to load into a match where I finish this, because why host a World Cup if you are just going to turn around and be like, here you are, Messi, here's a nice trophy for you. It's pointless. You may as well turn around and say, we're giving the trophy to Argentina. Because it's basically what they are doing, just trying to trick the whole world. Which, I think is bullshit. I honestly do.
Oh, pick me! Pick me! Please
think this is my first time playing Jubilee in a game. But like I say, guys, a lot of the recording from Half Mum, an hour and a half, it was taken down. It was taken down because I said before I did carried on talking.
30 seconds before you
Near the end, I was like, guys, I don't know how long this episode's going to be because before I basically I recorded at the hour, then I added the extra 30 minutes on. Before I added that 30 minutes, the recording was 15-20 minutes. I think it was just over 20. Because of the fact of, one, there was a good chunk taken out for the fact of I was just building, because again, go watch the episode.
3, 2, 1.
Two, because of the fact of I was just going on it and rant. Now guys, I did say in the actual episode, again, recorded Wednesday, that I could just be a bit of a sore loser. But, in this case, I don't think I am. And the reason I don't think I am is, the reason everyone in the world, or most people in the world, turn around saying, why the fuck aren't Argentina kicked out of the World Cup? Because they held the banner at the end of the game, and the FIFA turn around and say, I don't know whether they turn around and say the fact they're not going to do nothing, or they just aren't doing anything, but they can't exactly use the excuse, and I think they potentially might have. We're not going to punish them because it doesn't, we're not going to suspend them or anything because it doesn't seem like deliberate. The banner hold basically saying the Falkland Islands now belong to Argentina. Beforehand, they tried to get England to play for the Falkland Islands. One, no way the UK government would even sign off on that. Two, especially considering the fact that the game was rigged in the first place. They had two players on the pitch that shouldn't have been on the pitch. One should have been on at the beginning, and two, the other should have been sent off at the early hand. Now guys, the England manager did terrible in that game. Didn't perform great. We had a good lead, should have gone for a second goal, I don't know why he didn't. And I promise this will probably be the last time I do mention it, I'm probably not going to spend too much of stream talking about it. But again, just want to get my opinion out there. Also, the reason that... because I think I do mention this in... but the reason what would have been Wednesday's video was late and came out Thursday. I noticed at like half 4 Thursday that I hadn't even started editing it yet, and I'm like... shit. I was like, I went back and forth, I was like, you know what, I can post it tomorrow. Because by the time I had edited it, and it had uploaded and all that lot, and it was ready to go, it would have been 6, 7 o'clock. Maybe 8, maybe half longer. At that point I was like, you know what, it'd be fine for a day. And again, that recording was filmed before Wednesday. It was filmed like Monday. But yeah, like I said guys, the England-Argentina game was rigged. Because those 2 goals, if you actually go based off the rules of FIFA, one, that player should have been given a red card, who actually, I can't think of his name right now, but should have been given a red card. I don't know why he didn't. Again, this is stuff I didn't know at the time, but because I didn't see the first half of it. I didn't see like the first 20, maybe 30 minutes of the game. I think I started watching with like 10-15 minutes left of the first half. Second one, the second player should have been given a yellow card in this last game. And guys, the fact that Argentina themselves, a group of their players, turned around and made the game political, which again is against FIFA's rules. The kicker, 6 of their players out of an 11-player team, which is over half, play for Premier League teams. Meaning they're going to need visas back into the UK. Now, and apparently one of them plays for Manchester United, which was a team that I don't support as much as I used to. I still kind of keep track, but I used to be a United supporter back when I full on did sport football. I think for the most part now I'm probably just an England fan. But then again, I don't support football as much as I used to. And I will say now, I was happy until then. Part of me wished I didn't see the game, but part of me still would have found out all this because again, I didn't see all this because of the game, I saw all this because it's been all over TikTok. So, Jubilee's fun too. So, yeah. But yeah, like guys, half the Argentina team played for Premier League teams. which is a kicker. I honestly would love for those Premier League teams to be like, so we would, you know, trade you, sell you, like we would basically get rid of you, but no goddamn team in the Premier League wants you, so we're just gonna bench you. Like, those players should not be playing in the next season of the Premier League. Because I want to know, because guys, if honest when I say this, any other team had holded a banner up saying the Falkland Islands now belong to this team, whether the fact that it was England doing it or any other team turned around and made it political, they would have been kicked out of the World Cup. They would have been punished. We know this because apparently I think FIFA had already told people about making things political, and people already told that they couldn't wear certain, like, couldn't have certain armbands on, or like certain like things like that, because they were trying to avoid making things political. Now, guys, I made my point on the fact, pretty sure I made my point on the fact of Donald Trump turning around and making a phone call. I still, down to the core, disagree with that. But I consider that less corrupt than what FIFA have done with Argentina.
3, 2,
And if I turn out to be wrong, and there has just been, and there is no actual corruption, and the ref has for some reason just been favouring Argentina, then FIFA are just as dumb and it's stupid for not doing jack shit about it. And the reason I'm extra salty about this situation is, you're not supposed to have a referee on like, the reason that is, for instance, like England games, France games, Spanish games, Portugal games, that you won't ever have a referee that is from that home nation. In an England game, there won't be an English ref on the field because of something like favouritism. But it's okay for Messi to have his best friend, right? Not kidding. I don't know if I ended up looking at the video, but I did see the recording. I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, the ref that was refereeing the England-Argentina game has refed at least 4 to 5 other games that Messi's been in, and they've all been victories. Also, Messi himself had the guts to turn around and say, "We've never been handed nothing." Argentina are the definition of the golden child when it comes to FIFA. At least for some reason. I don't know why. Apparently it was the same in 2022 World Cup. But I want to know is why FIFA letting Argentina get away with potentially trying to kill people. Because Messi is full on headlocking, grabbing his arm around people and then chucking straight to the ground. And the reason I do say things like attacking, like fighting to kill people and all that, because FIFA wouldn't be able to turn around and get Messi at a proper run if the fact that someone had signed, because the match would have to then be stopped, potentially rematched. The match would then have to be cancelled and rematched at some other point, and Messi would then be charged with murder. What? Why the fact he would take the risk anyway is beyond me. And 2, I don't give a shit whether you like Messi or not. He has ruined what the World Cup means. Also guys, if any of you are, like, I get not wanting England to win the World Cup, fair enough. But you're seriously thinking you'd rather cheating scumbags win it? Personally for me, the final for the World Cup is the England-France game. And I'm hoping Spain win against Argentina. Now, I said this for the England. I want England to win. I've support England all the way. But I don't think they're going to because it's a very much uphill battle. Anyone playing against Argentina aren't playing against Argentina, they're playing against FIFA. And the problem with dealing with big corporations, they tend not to want to let anything go. But anyway guys, like, again, I'm sorry for turning this into last like 20 minutes of political conversation. It's the reason I generally don't, because I will generally go off on a rant. I am still slightly annoyed about the game. It should have been a 1-0 victory to England. England should have carried on pushing for another goal. Even if you do, because I'm not sure, I think the second goal was scored during overtime, and I don't know whether that overtime was given because of the amount of shit that went on in the game, or whether it was because it was a 1-0 thing. But if it was given because of it was a draw at the time, but if it wasn't, then it should have been extra time. But like I say guys, I'm sorry for turning this more political. On other fun news, anyone who wants to see the new GT update and have my personal opinion on it, then hopefully I'm going to be recording. It's going to be in a couple parts. It's going to be at least 2 parts because of the simple reason of there's no way I'm getting through the full prep, which is going to take me like the prep alone is going to take me at least a video worth.
They thought they got rid of me.
And
Really?
so yeah, it's going to be at least 2 parter. I might split the prep into 3.
Needs repairs. No winner yet. Going to overtime.
There is not going to be No Man's Hunter next week because of it, because again, I need additional time to go against Primordial Malzima. Jubilee is cool. But yeah, like I said guys, GTA video on Monday. I'm gonna try to do say Monday, Thursday.
Another epic victory. Big win.
But I'm gonna try and be a bit more cheerful in videos from now on. But like I said guys, the reason why, like, because I go from being like, yes, because basically when I started that recording, England were generally winning. And something funny I do want to point out, that I had completely forgot about it. I kind of called Argentina coming back with a 2-1 victory. Because I state in the video, I'm like, this is where Argentina are going to come back 2-1, isn't it? Why did I say it? Why did I have to say it? But, like I say, I'm going to try and not mention any more of it. If you genuinely want to know more about what's going on with FIFA and Argentina in the World Cup, to type it into Google, search it up on TikTok. I've not been into more than a few scrolls, like through a few different things without finding something on TikTok with it. But anyway, get back to this. I honestly thought buying Jubilee's Midnight Mutant skin was going to be a case of doing it because I like the skin, not because I want to play the character. I'm thankfully wrong. Quickly going over all the skins that I did get and did go deliberately after that, and how many of them turn out to be for characters that I do not play. The Adam Warlock one, I'm pretty sure I got for free. The only one I would probably go after is the Cosmic Warlord or the Blood Soul. I'll say no, I do not like his looking Guardians Volume 3. That just looks... Magnus isn't the worst. Black Cats, yes, but again, I've not played her much since she came out, because I'm not that great with her. But, because she came out, what, Season 7? But, I did go after it, and I have played a tiny bit of her. I mean, if I was to go after one, it probably would have been Phoenix Panther, but again, don't play Black Panther, so I tend not to go after skins of characters I don't play. Black Widow is a very debatable one, because I did want Phoenix Widow, I did want Red Runaway Bride, and I did want the Assassin. Like, I did want her summer skin. I don't play much Widow, I do want to slightly play a bit more Widow, now she is a bit more Bella. Again, Blade have not gone after any. If I would, it would be the Polaris Edge. But that's personally because of me. Like, Blade, I don't think has any cool skins. Like, personally, me, I think Blade has just one underused. It has generally been a while since I can actually mention a time I've seen Blade in a game. I don't have skin for Hulk. I might have gone down, I think I got Old Man Strange from like a Battle Pass. I can't honestly remember. Daredevil, I can't remember how I got that, but I didn't go after it. 2 for Cloak and Dagger, because I did want the coastal couple. But I also wanted Dance Partner. I missed picking it up at the time, didn't know I could go back and grab it at any other point from having the Battle Pass. Which I did not know I had. Because this came out in like Season 2. And I didn't get this until recent. Like 2 months ago. But if I round about now, I probably still would want it because there is a potential chance that I might end up swapping back to this. But for now, I'm happy with Escama skin. Captain America. I played a Billet Cap, but yeah, I 100% went after the Golden Age. I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like teched up Captain America. Whether he is from the future or not, I don't like him. I personally think Cap should stay more solid to the ground. Yeah, give him some potential magnetic thing for a thing. But, like, this is, to me, is Captain America. Even if I do think he looks a bit too bulky. But that's just because of the shoulder pad look from that. Like, you'll also see the same there. The same there. Same there. So, page 2. Yes, yes. I think I might have played 1 or 2 games of Zelda Bloodstone. I did deliberately go after this. I would want to get Primal Predator, but it's something I'm not fussed about. Emma, there's been a few skins. I don't play as much like Emma when she came out. She did become my tank main, and I was using this. I did have this, but then I was like, for videos and stream purposes, I don't think this is the most suitable. I then did go for this. I got this, which I think is slightly more, potentially more comic accurate. Like, but I'd love to get more of a comic accurate version of the suit in this game. And then this, her summer suit, which I do think is cool. Annoying how many attempts it took me to get it, but again. Yes, I deliberately picked this up when she first came out, started playing her a tiny bit. 10 for the first. 1 day later was when I picked this up. Happy I've got this. I'm happy I've also got the Malice, because it was something I wanted for a while. But I was like, yeah. But happy I've got that. The Mark 42, no. It was a skin I got with the when the game came out. It was free because of PlayStation. Jeff, maybe. Because I honestly can't remember. Jubilee was a yes. Luna Snow was a yes. And Loki was a yes. Loki is potentially someone I might get into, but I did want the female Loki skin. I missed the last one. I wanted to get A1, one of them. Again, Luna Snow is someone who I mean, and there are only 2 of her skins I don't own. So, and again, I can sort that at some point. Magic is a yes, but again, someone who I have played a tiny bit of. Because I did try and get Infernal Demon Idol. Yes, for Psylocke. Her Vengeance skin, I got this as soon as I could. Rogue, yes. Scarlet Witch, yes. Spider-Man, yes. Rogue, I wanted a skin for, and I like the Starlight Rebel. More than some of the other skins. Well, I don't think this is one-to-one comic accurate. I definitely think it's close. Spider-Man, yes, because I wanted a symbiote suit. At some point, I kind of want to pick up the Spider-Man 2 suit, but I'm happy with the symbiote. My Fox was a yes. Again, I wanted an auto skin for her, and this was cool. And it didn't cost me anything. Like, I was able to get that. And wasn't Luna's because from that and Loki's without paying for anything. Phoenix was also a yes to the we're going after skins. The Dark Phoenix, the White Crowned Phoenix, her gown, her Galska, her version, like this one, that, like most of Phoenix's skins that I've got. But anyway, back to a game.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Stepping out of the shadows.
We'll play a tiny bit of Black Widow. She has been changed.
If your flaming friend wants to bless my bullets, Jean, I won't say no.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to end up spending like 5 minutes with Black Widow though.
Your resistance efforts in your timeline have caught my attention, Miss Romanoff.
Yours and the public eyes. Castle's not great at keeping things under the radar.
The new improvements are definitely better.
Thanks.
The battle
And it does
starts
take
in
her from more,
five.
it does take her from being a sniper, so it does make her more unique and, well, it does definitely make her different than
All you need
Widowmaker.
to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I've done things I regret. Now I do things I can be proud of.
More eager idiots.
And,
I spotted a sniper.
which, to be fair, I'm fine with her being more different than Widow. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Capture now. Mission area is yours.
That topped me off.
That she also does still just have a melee attack.
Enhanced ammo. Really should have known better.
You let me get too close. No getting away now.
And, to be fair, it does make her better. It makes her less throwy.
Target locked.
They're shooting from somewhere.
Cosmic round.
Oh no, Spider-Man. Ah, that was a miss now. I believe. I'm pretty sure I got frozen.
Double KO. You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
To be fair, it's been a while since I've seen the Iron Spider suit from like Spider-Man mains. And I stand by this. I still would love to see a comic accurate version,
Perfect precision.
like the red and gold, whether it just be a case of Tony made like say a third version and it ends up being like the red and gold, then it changed the colours and all that lot and upgraded it to like the nanotech. Or whether it just ends up being the fact of like there's something last left for him that he never knew about. Like obviously we're not going to see it in brand new day because again the film's already been filmed. And it's like out in like a week or two.
That's not polite.
That topped me off. Thanks.
Enhanced ammo.
Start in say another Spider-Man movie, it would be cool.
Mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Control lost.
It would 100% be cool to see it.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Double KO.
I'll finish the job this time.
Just to see like the fact of like how it would look.
No winner.
Because I honestly do think it would
Going
work.
to overtime.
Honestly, why not stupid amounts of kills? A few assists, it's not too bad. I'm on par with my team.
If your flaming friend wants to bless my bullets, Gene, I won't say no.
Before you attack, get ready.
You're hard to read, even for me.
Why can't that one be destroyed?
Paranoia. Or
I suppose that one can't
Our
either.
line of work.
Is it just that one then?
The battle
Oh my god,
starts
looking
in
out. I got
5,
reminded of
4, 3.
something. I don't know whether people are actually doing this for like PlayStation, but apparently
All you need to do is capture the
people are now
mission
using
area.
emulators
Got it?
for like PlayStation games.
My senses
Which I'm gonna say now.
and my
I
claws
agree
are
with
ready.
and disagree with at the same level. With PlayStation's form of... With PlayStation's new thing of we're getting rid of physical media, I don't blame people for doing it from that point. Because if we don't own our games, then it's technically... Is it stealing? Is it piracy and all that lot? Like...
Area is yours to capture
Now, do I think Sony should change back the policy or update it to...
You're not working alone.
should more specifically either change it so they're going to bring physical games back, or update their policy.
Precision.
I do think they should update their policy at the bare minimum, because the problem that you've got. So it's fine. I forgot or just never noticed. I think I did forget. It's the one problem you got is when you got companies like. I know Switch aren't completely in the run for it because the Switch 2's only just come out and I'm pretty sure it's barely keeping up with like last gen consoles. Is if Xbox are still letting you keep all your games, I don't know whether it's the same with digital media with like the Game Pass. I'm not 100% sure when it comes to that. But still doing physical games.
Control lost.
Why in God's green earth would I then swap? Why wouldn't I swap to them? Now, would I swap back? I think for the most part I probably would just stop buying new games. Like, I really don't buy digital games when they're full price. So, for instance, if, well, there's a few occasions. Monster Hunter Wilds,
Double kill. That's 3.
was one of those occasions. And then technically Ark, because I got that when it came out, like Ark Survival Ascend, but I wasn't the one who paid for it. Like a mate bought it, and I think it was down to a bet. Like I don't know if it still does. I'm not spoken to mate in a while. He used to like my mom mate was like my mom mate used to basically be bad when it came to basically making dumb stupid bets. And that's how I ended up with Ark Survival Ascent. Because I'm like, yeah, I want to play Survival Ascent, I'm not playing it at day one.
Control C's. You've captured more than half of the mission area.
Just because of the simple
Keep going.
premises of why would I?
Perimeter secure.
And
We did it.
because I still stand by that point. And Dispatch was one of the only other games that I did. But I think I got that cheap. Or I don't think that was that expensive. And so the reason why I do basically have this policy of never paying full price for digital. Why the hell would I? I'm not getting ownership of those games. Like God forgive that Overwatch or Rivals was to get say taken from me for some reason. I would be stupidly pissed. I'd still be pissed to a degree because I had spent money on both. But for the price of the game, yeah. But like take something like GTA 5, I would be pissed. For both cases. Although GTA 5 for the PlayStation 5, like the PS5 edition, I don't know whether you have to buy that or not. I honestly can't remember. And going over Black Widow's new kit, no, I am not the best at her. Definitely more friendly, and I'm definitely better than how she is now than what she used to be. Because 11 kills, 6 deaths, 5 assists. That's pretty decent, considering the fact of the Jean got a couple more, Iron Fist got a couple more, Venom got a few more. But there's not many point difference. Phoenix did get more assists than me. Iron Fist didn't, and neither did Venom. So well, guys, something I do say a lot is like the fact of like these Marvel Rivals games never seem to be that long. And
The right heroes could make all the difference.
ooh. You know what? Yeah, we'll play Devil. Because I'm like, these Rivals games never seem that long, like. They actually come out an hour anyway, but like they never seem to get up to that hour mark. There's usually like 5-10 minutes short.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Ah. I mean, I didn't want to apologize. I mean, technically. Someone's like, I think they probably potentially were. Because I played Devil, because I'm like, it's saying that I've got a thing with, my fault. Not my fault, Elsa. Elsa Bloodstone, it's like, you know what, me and Tank have not played Devil for a while.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Plus, I don't play Devil to win, I play Devil to beat for goofy moments. Like, War Cannon! Jesus Christ. Saying that, I was almost taking down Devil Dinosaur last game as the Widow. The thing I am happy is that she's more of a unique character. Because at least MCU wise and Avengers Ultimate Series, Avengers Assemble, she doesn't really seem like a sniper character. The only game I can think that she is Marvel Avengers. And that's because she's got like a charged up ability that allows her, essentially her ult. It's been a while since I've seen a Black Panther in a game. Like, there are a few characters in this game that I think potentially wouldn't be worse if they got buffed. Because, first time I've seen Elsa Bloodstone in a while, first time I've seen Blade in a while, first time I've seen Black Panther, Star-Lord, Storm.
No good. You got a sniper.
I mean, also kind of Emma. But like, DPS is one of those cases when it's like, like, why would I play something like Elsa Bloodstone when things like Cyclops, Jean, Psylocke, although it has been a while since I've seen Psylocke, like Cyclops, Jean, and a lot of other DPSs are a tiny bit stronger. And why for that is, while they probably could do with nerf, I mean Cyclops has only been out for like a season. Jean's been out for a little while and she's probably in 1 out of 5 games I end up playing. But like Blade, I've not seen in a good while. Like I forgot he was in the game. I mean, there are just a few characters that you do forget about because they don't really appear in games that often.
Precision.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Yum time on the Black Widow. Damn it. Jeez, she did get that.
Hurricane incoming!
Okay, yeah, my health is lower than I thought.
Nice shot, like
Hold on, wait, you can still snap as Widow. Guys, sorry about my throat. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Because last thing I want to happen is that I lose my voice. I would be annoyed. Like, I would 100% be annoyed, because it would be annoyed to deal with, because it'd be like, okay, so no content for a good few weeks. And the annoying point is, I can randomly see it just happen, like, on, like, a random Wednesday or something. Like, God, like, touching wood, God forbid, I never do. Like, I could honestly just, like, no mind luck, it would happen randomly in the week, and it'd be like, well, still need to record Craftmon. I still have another stream this week. And it's going to be very weird to go and be like, so yeah, so there's still content for this week that was pre-record. Because again guys, my typical days for recording are usually Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Friday for streams.
someone prayed for a goddess.
Which does overall end up on the fact of the only day I don't do content-wise being Thursday, and then even then I usually end up editing on a Thursday. At the minute, it's definitely a lot better, because it's usually, because at the minute, I'm like having a Monday or Sunday off, depending. Sometimes both. That's just at the minute though. Because at the minute, I've only been doing one more cut a week, which was kind of nice. For like a couple of weeks, I needed to do one episode a week, wasn't too bad. The reason for it was quite simple. Primordial Malzeno. I was struggling to get into a hunt with it and struggling to kill it. I have now killed it now, but now I need to make its armor. But the downside is, so many things updated. Like, Power came out with its 1.0 update, which I've not played any of. Power was like a game where I randomly go to and mess around for like half an hour for like a solid few days, and then forget it exists. GTA's updated. Ark came out with Genesis Part 1, and Valkyrie for me ends up being the buggiest thing in the world. Because guys, Valkyrie, I bet you can win how I pronounced it, I think I'm pronouncing it right. It is my favourite map when it comes to Ark Survival Ascended and Survival Evolved. Like, it didn't change much between both versions. It's a nice open map, you get to experience a lot. You have some really cool creatures on there. And then you have both Raptors and Deinonychus. Raptors are one of my favourite creatures in the game. Plus, who doesn't like a wyvern? Plus, Valkyrie made Ice Wyvern so easy to get. Like, I'm pretty sure my first contact with Ice Wyvern was Valkyrie. Like, on Survival Evolved, I did find a few of the eggs on Ragnarok. I've not on Survival Ascent. I've been looking a few times, but quite frankly, a few times was too many.
Tremble before
But I will say now, my Ragnarok ended up being buggy for a little while. And then come now it's working fine. I've not got any problems. My game crashed a couple times with Ragnarok, but it's generally been fine. See, the only thing is, I put this really cool base, and it was designed as like this superhero building or a lot, and it was really cool, futuristic-y looking with a skin from the Lost Colony update, like all the colony skins, and it was really cool. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Like, I don't want to give up my really cool tower. But last time my game did completely stop letting me on a specific map, as soon as Lost Colony and Genesis Part 1 came out, I was fine. So hopefully, whatever the next map comes out is, Rhaegyra should be fine for me. But again, I've got a gut feeling it's probably just summer. Because, guys, last year, a mate of mine, couldn't barely play his PlayStation during summer. Not that it was not that hot last year, and I'm pretty sure it has been warmer this year. But down to generally the fact of, his PlayStation was overheating.
Bloodstone's down. That was our cavalry.
And, I'm pretty sure it's just a case of my, it's because of the heat and all that lot, and my PlayStation not full on handling it. Nah, guys, first thing I did do is I looked up why it wasn't, and Google recommended clean your PlayStation.
Down to 30 seconds. You stopped them in their tracks.
And I'm like, okay. Do you know how much of a pain it's more of a nuisance really to clean a PS5? First of all, you have to unclick both plates, which isn't hard, but it's not easy. Like, as a case of, you don't want to put too much pressure, because, personally, I don't want to break one. I bought replacement plates because I didn't like the white ones, and they weren't cheap to place.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
And then you've got to unscrew several different things to then get to the fan. You have how nerve-wracking it is. Then you've got to take a thing to get into unplugging the little side rail that stops you from fully getting access to the screws. Nerve-wracking. Because I don't know fully what I'm doing. If I accidentally pull the wrong wire out, my PlayStation breaks, I'm snookered. And PlayStations aren't cheap anymore. Not that they were in the first place. See, I'm not thinking, hold on, if I have my PS5 longer than my PS4, and it's no, because I've still got my PS4. So technically speaking, no. But I've been using my PS5 longer than I've been using my PS4, because the end of 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022... No, okay, almost been using it longer. Because I don't know if I'm full on, I haven't told this story, but basically it came down to, I wanted to play Spider-Man 2. Not Spider-Man 2, I wanted to play Spider-Man PS4. Because it looked so cool and really amazing, and I was kind of bummed it was, specific to a Pacific console. And so I spent time, I was like, because I think I had a spare 150 quid, I think. I had some money saved up, it wasn't too much though. So I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, and I didn't make 7 offers, never did go from that. And then came the back-to-back C-beams. And thankfully I ended up getting one. I think it was for Christmas. And I've never really looked back. Because yes, there's been the odd moment when I've gone back to Xbox to record, you know, Quest. But that slowly started coming down to a point of where I was like, do I really want to be doing this? Exchange that. And then that. Now it's what, 100% complete. Anyway, time for the final game. Like I say, guys, I do apologise for the political conversation at the beginning. It is generally a good reason why a general reason why I don't go into a political conversation. I can spend hours doing it. I spent a good period of time, I think it was probably about an hour and a half, that is for New Adventures. I cannot remember what episode.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Cover your ears. Jubilee is here.
I never made a playlist for New Adventures.
Things are about to come out.
I was going to double check and it's like, oh, it's hard, no playlist.
Get ready.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the earlier episodes.
Your fireworks are making Hulk angry, girl.
Rogue is the only character. No, hold on.
Is it the bright lights or the big booms that
I've not played none of my usuals today.
Lights. Hulk likes me.
Like there was Devil Dinosaur.
And you cannot lie.
Normally I'd go Rogue.
Sorry. That was totally...
There's Jubilee. Normally I would go Luna Snow or
2, 1.
I want to say or maybe White Fox.
I can get you to the tower, Herbie. No problem.
But like or Invisible Woman. I mean Jubilee is now becoming one of those, but
Rest easy, Devil. You earned it.
and then there was Black Widow, which isn't one of my mains. It is part of my Strike Squad, but isn't really one of my mains. It's a character that I play every now and then. Because it's a simple case of, well, if I'm gonna play DPS, I'm gonna play Phoenix. I'm gonna play Silent. I'm gonna play Widow. Or Widow Magic, potentially. Because I've played more than one. Oh, I really want to play more Silent.
Talked me off.
Almost never do. I always end up defaulting to, Phoenix. Forgot what I was gonna say then.
Target neutralized.
Honestly, the Jeff the Landshot Devil, Dinosaur for Devil is just cute and adorable in stupid ways. But based on the fact that like Widow's now got an update, I'm going to assume she's definitely going to be in more people's cases of wanting to play. Because for a good while, she was seen as the throw pick. Now, I will go over why, basically. Someone was asked to switch from a Widow from a, I think it was like 50,000,
Avengers Tower isn't
50
far
like
at all.
thousand like dollars. Because I think it was dollars, not pounds. I think it was. Don't quote me on that. And this person was asked to switch from Widow. They weren't doing great a lot, and then the Widow went to the cap. I think the person was playing Magic that after the switch. Fulham refused. Fulham got her mates involved. To the point where everyone was like, yeah, no, we're full on saying FU to you, not him.
Almost there. Turn back now.
Devil, will you hold still? Devil! I don't like my chance of survival.
Keep up the momentum.
Sorry, Aurora. So this has to go down. Oh look guys, what I will say is, I don't know why, at the minute I'm kind of really in the mood to watch X-Men Evolution again. It's not been that long since I've seen it.
They thought they got rid of me?
Because guys, basically the way it works means, I have a list of probably around 10 to 20 shows that I'm like, that are on my rewatch, like, a few times a year list. X-Men Evolution is on that list. The Batman's on that list. X-Men 97 probably will go onto that list. How I Met Your Mother, Baby Daddy, Suits,
Sweet. That's it.
Um,
Don't let anything stand in your
Superstore, K-pop Demon Hunters, MCU movies in general, things like the Iron Man movies are usually on that rewatch list. And I'm trying to think of other shows that are on my rewatch list. There probably are a few others that I'm just not remembering. But the only one that comes to mind is Ben 10, but like other than that, and like the Fantastic Four from 2005 movies are generally on that rewatch list. And I basically cycle through all of them and go, but I've seen Earth, like, cause like Earth might appear as a potential for not this, but it's like, well, I've seen X-Men Evolution recently, I've seen Superstore, seen Baby Daddy recently, but like at the minute I generally have seen Baby Daddy recently, How I Met Your Mother recently, like all within like the last month or two. I've seen K-pop Demon Hunters, like, cause I've watched that on my birthday. Because of how much I do like the movie, it's now just becoming a birthday and Christmas tradition for me. Now, will I end up rewatching it throughout the year? Yes. Also Spectacular Spider-Man and the Nightly Spider-Man show. They're both on that rewatch list. But my problem with rewatching Spectacular Spider-Man, I get into it, I love it, I enjoy every last little minute of it, then I get to the final and I'm like, oh yeah, we don't have a, like, we're now in this, like, weird thing. Young Justice also needs to be added to that list. Yeah, because my problem with the Spectacular Spider-Man ending is, it shows Green Goblin dying. It shows Harry and, you know, Liz trying to move on, but Liz wanted to be with Pete. Someone has done a case of this is what I want to see, and it is definitely good. My problem with that is I don't like how that thing ends. I don't know why Pete Parker and MJ can't just have like a happy ever after. I don't know why Pete has to sacrifice himself for Miles to be Spider-Man. Like, I get the point that typically if Pete's Spider-Man and Miles Spider-Man, Pete typically does die. But at the same point, I kind of feel when they are. Like, one thing I do like about the PS5 games is they're both Spider-Man. When Pete needs to be at like work or something, or just has something to deal with, Miles is around. If Miles has got something going on, Pete can handle it. But anyway, guys. Gonna be swim, so yeah. Thanks for watching, hope you have enjoyed, and so no, definitely enjoyed playing Jubilee. I really have. She's definitely going to become more of a main staple. Before I do end, going over DPS players, characters that I do typically see, about to take a look now. Cyclops I've seen a good few times. Daredevil is someone who I see a decent bit. Iron Fist is someone who I see it somewhat. Same for Iron Man every so often. Human Torch I'll say now, I've not seen him well. Same for Hawkeye. Magic, Phoenix, Psylocke, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, Namor or someone who I've not seen for a while. Same for Squirrel Girl, I can't think last time I saw them. Or Winter Soldier. Or Wolverine. But, like, typically, roughly around those. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you are new already, please like and subscribe it again. Apologize for the rant at the beginning of the video, at the beginning of the stream. As an England fan, I am just disappointed in the fact of that a well-known football team can't get themselves to the finals legitimately without pulling some sort of strings, because I'm sorry, there's no way anyone that wasn't pulling strings would have got away with the shit that they have in the World Cup. And because of that, the World Cup already didn't mean much because of because of the phone call Donald Trump to get his own player back in the game. Now because of this, it means even less. So, personally, I don't think Argentina should be allowed to play in the next World Cup or next tournament. I do think their football days should potentially be behind them, unless it's something specific in Argentina. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, sorry for the ramble and all that lot. Again, still slightly annoyed over the football results, but hopefully Spain win, and this is time to sign off, and I'll see you next time. Bye.